Hi guys, hope you're all okay. It's Chantel, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd show you a few fragrances that I think you definitely need a sample before buying these fragrances. They're definitely not worth blind buying at all because there's a lot of mixed reviews on them. People can take them very differently. They're polarising fragrances, and for that reason definitely not worth wasting your money on if you don't know that you're going to absolutely love them. So the first one we're going to talk about is actually a fragrance that I really enjoy. I think it's a beautiful fragrance, but I've heard so many people that say that just does not work for them at all and they find it quite repulsive. It's Kayali Invite Only Amber 23. Now for me this is perfection in a bottle. You've got chocolate notes in there, it's quite nutty, it's boozy, there's a lot of vanilla in there as well, and for me it's a really warm and cozy and inviting fragrance. You've also got some cherry in the top, which is beautiful, and I think it's such a good one for like the winter time, autumn and winter, when the weather's really cold. And I would wear this for like going out on nights out, on meals, like any special occasions, and I think it's so good. But definitely you need to sample this one because quite a few of my friends don't like it at all. It's a love it or hate it kind of fragrance. For me, as you can tell, I absolutely love it. I think it smells amazing, it's got great performance, the lasting power is quite good on my skin, and the projection is beautiful. But yeah, definitely one you would have to check out. It's also quite a deep, rich and sort of leaning dark fragrance. It's got that sort of dark, mysterious vibe about it in a way. So yeah, definitely one you would have to sample before buying a full bottle. And it's Kayali Invite Only Amber 23. The next one is a very well-known fragrance, and you've probably smelt it at some point in your life, even if you haven't known what it is. It's Mugler's Alien. Now this is a very loud, jasmine heavy fragrance. It's very unique. I think the name of the fragrance represents this one so well, because this is a very different fragrance. I've not smelled anything quite like it. There is fragrances that are popping up now that have similarities to this one, but this is a fragrance that I wore like back in the day, and no matter where you went, you always smelt someone wearing Alien, especially on nights out, and you could always tell straight away what it is. And it's that sort of real, you know exactly what someone's wearing when they've got Alien on. It's a very powerful, unique, different fragrance, and a lot of people find this one just far too strong for them. It definitely enters a room before you do. You can smell it all over. It lingers on your clothes, your skin, your hair for days. And I have a pre-reformulation bottle of Alien, which I love so much and I cherish. Now the fragrance isn't quite the same as what it used to be. It's probably not as strong, it's not as powerful and long lasting, but it still does the job. It still is quite a strong fragrance. It just hasn't got what it used to have, if you get what I mean. But yeah, you're definitely going to know when people around you are wearing Alien. And a lot of people say that it's too popular, too many people wear it, but I still really like Alien. I think it's such a good one. It's a masterpiece in my opinion, and yeah, definitely one to sample. And if you haven't already smelled it, I would highly recommend you testing it out, because it is very, very unique and different, but not blind buy worthy in any means, because you could come away absolutely hating it. But yeah, definitely sample Alien before you buy it, and that's Mugler's Alien. Another fragrance that I adore, but I've sent it to so many of my friends here in the fragrance community, and they haven't been blown away by it in the same way that I have. A lot of them find it far too strong and powerful. It's too spicy for most people, but I just love a bit of spice. It's Kenzo's Jungle Elephant. Now, I think this bottle is stunning. I love the cap. I just love everything about this fragrance, and I love how spicy and different this one is. It's very, very unique, but it is very, very strong and overpowering. You only need, I would say, like 2 sprays max. This is gonna form a huge scent bubble around you. Everyone's gonna be able to smell this one. And if you love spicy fragrances, I would definitely recommend you checking this one out, but definitely try and get hold of a sample, because again, it could be one that you despise. But I love it. I love a good spicy fragrance, and this is just like walking into a spice market. It's exactly that. You've got a whole load of spices in here. There's also notes like mango in there as well, which I get, but not massively. It's all about the spices in this one, and I just love it. But I know that it's not for everyone, so you would definitely have to sample this one. And this one again lasts for such a long time on your skin. Everyone's going to be able to smell it wherever you've been. Even if you've just been sitting somewhere, it's going to rub off on surfaces, because it's that type of fragrance. It imprints onto other things, and people are going to smell it around them for days. So yeah, love it. Kenzo Jungle Elephant. Then we've got a fragrance by Maison Margiela, and it's the Replica line, and this one's Coffee Break. Now, the reason why I put this one in the list is this fragrance, you do get the coffee in there. I'm going to spray it. You do get the coffee in there, but I also get like a really sort of masculine vibe to it. It's like a sort of man's aftershave sort of vibe, but the coffee's there in the background. It's definitely like being around your boyfriend or your husband, and they've sprayed a really, really nice fragrance, and you're drinking a milky coffee. That's the sort of fragrance it is. And for me, I wasn't sure what to expect with this one. I actually did blind buy it, and I like it. I really like it. I think it's very, very unique, and it's a total different take on a coffee fragrance to anything else I've ever tried. But I would definitely err on caution with this one, because a lot of people aren't gonna love that sort of masculine vibe that it's got to it. I really like how unique and different this one is. But yeah, I think I've heard quite a few women saying that this one is leaning towards a masculine fragrance, which I do think it is. And you've got to really like that sort of cologne sort of vibe to it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend sampling this one, even if you really love coffee fragrances, because this is like a creamy coffee fragrance but with a massive twist. So yeah, that's Replica Coffee Break. The next one is a fragrance I fell in love with last year, and I loved it for how different it is. And again, it's one that I've never smelled anything quite like it, but it's unique in a strange type of way. It's not exactly how you would think this one would smell. I had something totally different in my mind when I bought this one, but when I got it I was pleasantly surprised because it's like no other. It's totally unique, and it's Amouage Lilac Love. Now this is a lilac fragrance, but it's got a cocoa note in there as well, and it is like a powdered cocoa, like a dark powdered cocoa. I think it's absolutely stunning. I really do. But there's quite a few people I know that just don't vibe with this one at all. It's very powerful. You don't need much of it. So strong. You've got to love lilac to like this one. And it's just got a sort of bitterness to it in a way. And I think it's coming from that sort of powdered cocoa. It's a really dark sort of cocoa, and I just find it quite magical in a way and just stunning. But definitely one to get a sample of. For one, it's just so expensive, and two, it's very unique and different, and not everyone's gonna appreciate this one. But I definitely recommend sampling it because it could be a fragrance that you'd absolutely love, and you're not gonna smell anything like this on everyone. There's not many people around you gonna be wearing this fragrance. It's very unique and different, and I love it. It's Amouage Lilac Love. Then we've got another Mugler. Now I think Mugler fragrances are all quite unique, the older ones especially, and I think you've got to really test them out because they've got that sort of real unique style to them. I find them quite like a mysterious brand. This one is actually quite a newer fragrance. It's Mugler's Aura, and this one to me is probably one of the most unusual and polarising out of the Mugler collection. Now this is everything to me. If you've watched my channel before, you know I love this fragrance. It makes me think of like fairies and nymphs in a very green forest, and everything magical and mystical. Now this is a green vanilla, and to me, when I first spray this one, I get like a real sort of root beer vibe to it. Now if you've ever smelled root beer, it's gonna be a smell that you either love or hate. Now, I've always loved that type of smell, and I've always loved drinking root beer as well. I just think it's delicious. But I know a lot of people don't like that sort of smell, and it also pulls off quite medicinal. Now, it's very green, as I said, and if you don't like green fragrances, I don't think you would like this. And then you've got the vanilla in there, which gives it a kind of cozy feel in a way for me, but it's just very magical and out there and so unique. And I just think it's a really great fragrance. But this is one I would 100% say you need to sample, because there's so many people that have bought this and absolutely hate it. Now, I'm a person that bought it and loved it, so I'm super happy, because for me, this is a fragrance I'll always have in my collection. But some people just really don't like it. So I would definitely recommend sampling this one. It's so different, and it can be really off-putting to a lot of people. And you've got to really vibe with this one to love it. And a lot of people just don't like it at all. So yeah, definitely sample Mugler Aura before buying it, 100%. This is probably one of the most polarising from this full list, in my opinion. So yeah, Mugler Aura. And the final one that I want to show you is a fragrance that's very well known, and it's very well known for being so polarising. Again, it's an absolute love or absolute hate kind of fragrance, and it's Tom Ford's Black Orchid. Now, I think this is an absolute masterpiece. It, again, all of these are so unique, and I think that's why they're loved or hated. Now, this one is, there's nothing else like it, nothing else like this one. It's got so many notes in it. To me, it's well blended, but I can see why some people find it very sharp. Now, I love this, and this one just brings back so many memories to me every time I smell it. I used to wear this as like my signature scent. I wore it at any time of the year for any occasion, and people that smell this will know that it's not an all year round fragrance, but I just used to love it so much. And I love that it smelled so different. I used to get loads and loads of compliments on it. And probably people used to ask what I was wearing because they probably didn't like the smell. But one thing I always knew is that it smelled very unique. And that's the way I wanted to smell at the time. So I really like this one. I think it's amazing. I think it's perfect for like the winter time when the weather's really cold, because this is a very heavy fragrance. It's one of those fragrances, if you smelled it once and you smell it again, you'll know exactly what it is. But yeah, not everyone's gonna love this one. It's gonna be too heavy for a lot of people, and the notes aren't gonna suit everyone either. But yeah, if you haven't tried it before, I would recommend sampling it, because it's one of those fragrances you've got to try at some point. It could be a love for you as much as I love it. So yeah, this one lasts on your skin for days on end. You can shower and you'll still smell this on your skin. It lasts on jackets for months, and that's no word of a lie. I had it, well, I used to wear it all the time, so it was always on my scarf. And honestly, if I put that scarf away and changed it for another one, months and months later, I could smell it on that scarf, and your full wardrobe would smell of this fragrance. But yeah, I love it. It sticks to your skin like glue. So that's Tom Ford Black Orchid. A love for me, but a hate for so many people. So that's it for today, guys. I could have put in quite a few other fragrances, but I didn't want the video to be too long. If you like this one, I will do like another video the same as this, just with other fragrances. Let me know in the comments, what's your like most polarizing fragrances? What fragrance would you definitely recommend someone to sample before buying a full bottle? Give us a big thumbs up if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you all very soon on the next one. Bye.